Hi everyone, I want to talk about my toothache experience and how I was able to survive it. So I think it was in 2008. It was in 2008 to be precise. So let me just share this. It's a very funny story. My mom was in the kitchen. I think she was frying fish at the time. So I just took the fish. That time I used to eat everything, like both the bone, you understand, just to get calcium. So I ate this I chewed this particular bone and it didn't hung in my teeth. So I just went to use something to take it out. And as I was taking it out, some particles of my molars in particular, one of my molars got removed. So when it happened, it was a normal thing. Like I was just feeling, okay, this is normal. Let me just make sure that I don't have food particles clogging there and becoming acids and further destroying other parts of my teeth. And with time, it continued in that path. And I think there was this particular experience I had when I came back from school. I was in university then. I came back, and when I came back, I couldn't sleep that night. All my other family members were sleeping. I couldn't sleep. My dad came. You know how fathers used to be now. There was no empathy. But when my mom came, she was like, no, you can't continue like this. And that was when she took action and she took me to a dentist. Now, the way toothache happens, if it happens like this, you won't be able to sleep, you won't be able to do anything. You won't be able to concentrate. And unfortunately, when most of the times I had toothache, I was in school, that's university. In fact, the last one I removed when I was in school was when I was in final year. I couldn't take it again. It disrupted the whole process that was going on in my brain. I couldn't concentrate. I couldn't do my presentation very well. That's my seminar. I couldn't do it very well. I couldn't do my project very well. I just told myself, no, I can't continue like this. So I went to see a dentist and I took it out. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Now, let me just share for a lot of people that have these things. The thing is, a lot of people hide it. You know, they hide it behind their smile. You have people with dental caries, like 4 of their teeth having holes. And that's a very unhealthy thing to do. And this thing can cause a whole lot of things. When you have this hole in your teeth, it can start breeding microorganisms like bacteria that can cause harm. And what happens is that they further drill into the root of your teeth. The root of your teeth is where you have all those blood vessels and nerves. So when they get to that point, it can lead to several infections. And you know what this can cause? It can eventually lead to halitosis. In fact, having particles stored in that hole can lead to halitosis. I don't want to share, it's like a horrible situation having that thing. So I'll just share how we can get through these things. So a lot of people can come up with different things like, oh, don't go and take it out. So I'll tell you why you need to go see a dentist. And I think that they're in the best position to tell you what to do. It started with 1, extended to 3. They've taken out the 3 of them, so I'm okay now. So there was one that wanted to start having the holes, and because of my dental hygiene, it got sealed by itself. So the first thing that everybody should take note of is there's some kind of foods that you should not eat. If you watch our forefathers at the time, they were eating natural foods, and that's why that time ordinary chewing stick can help them take care of their teeth. But now, because we take foods with so much sugar, like biscuits, sweets, and all those things that contain so much sugar, even the rice that we eat, the spaghetti that we eat contains so much sugar. So all these things can lead to, and if you don't gargle your mouth properly, like if you don't rinse your mouth after every meal, you should rinse your mouth after every meal. That's something that it should be a ritual. Always rinse your mouth after every meal to flush out the sugar particle and the particles in your teeth. If you have those particles in your teeth, you will have microorganisms come there and they'll convert this sugar into acids. And this acid is what will eventually wear the first layer of your teeth. It will wear it out, further leading to this hole. So the first thing that you should do is make sure you always rinse your mouth after every meal. Then, of course, this one is not something somebody should tell you. Brush your teeth 2 times. Brush your teeth 2 times in the morning and at night before you sleep. It's one very healthy thing to do. Then there's this thing I started doing. So when I brush my teeth, I don't rinse my mouth with water. I think it's something I saw somewhere, but it's a very healthy thing to do. You don't rinse your mouth with water. You can maybe spit out all the fluoride toothpaste particles that you have in your mouth, so you can spit it out, but you don't rinse it. So the purpose of doing this is to have these things, these chemicals in the toothpaste, like stay in your teeth and continue to work and take out these microorganisms in your teeth. So it's one very healthy thing that I adopted, and it eventually led to the sealing of that particular tooth that started having hole. So it sealed it, and now I'm free. Now, the normal thing to do, because we are in a society, Africa, that we live in, we're in a society where we don't have accessible healthcare system. So my advice is at least once in a year. At least once in a year. But the normal thing to do is twice in a year. Twice in a year, see a dentist. Then you also become your own dentist by checking your teeth maybe once in a week. Just check your teeth, see that everything is okay. So that when you start having plaque, there's something that they call plaque. A lot of people have this thing in their teeth and they smile a lot and you understand, but it's not healthy. So this plaque can eventually lead to halitosis. Plaque is like particles around your teeth. So when you smile, you see some very foreign bodies around people's teeth and they just smile a lot. So it's so unhealthy. So if you start seeing this thing, you can just go see a dentist and they take it out. So to you that is having toothache right now, what I'll tell you is take it seriously. Don't ignore it. Please go and see a dentist. And another thing again is when you talk to people, especially people that are not in the medical field, they will tell you, oh, take this herbal treatment, you continue to take this thing, you continue to take this thing. Please don't do that. I won't advise you to do all those things, please. Go and see a dentist and make sure you brush twice. In fact, there are so many things that you can do. Now, you brush twice, then once in a while, there's another way you can take care of your teeth. There's this local way of taking care of the teeth. You can use a charcoal. It makes your teeth even whiter. You can use charcoal and salt and take care of it and wash your teeth. You just use it to scrub the particles of your teeth. Charcoal, and make sure you're being very careful with your gum so that it doesn't scrub your gum, so that it doesn't get infected. So if you're having tooth pain, please go and see a dentist. It's very, very important.